let's watch this another little bit of the CIA gateway tapes, because now it finally gets into the gateway part. But everyone did their tape, or they're gonna do their tape tonight, right? Bro, as everyone knows too, that there's like 50 tapes, right? There's 50 like 30 to 40 minute episodes, because the whole thing is like a class. It teaches you every step, it teaches you a new thing, right? So I was reading through the gosh dang analysis and assessment. Actually, yeah, let's look at that first. The analysis and assessment of the gateway process by this guy, Wayne McDonnell, I think. And bro, this guy is like, he seems like a military, straight-laced, like military guy who is kind of like, it seemed like he was kind of like, why am I writing about this nonsense, you know? And then he went and he studied the analysis he studied the gateway process and all that. And bro, he came back and was like, yeah, it's all real. This is all real for sure. It's all definitely real. Okay, boys. So I was reading this today. I was going through that subreddit that was like, here's the steps. Just read this thing, watch this thing, and listen to this thing. Oh my gosh, we got a freaking tier 1 sub-a-dub too from... They've gifted a total of 8 in the channel? Cool and disabled, Nicole. You gotta stop. 8 freaking gifted subs? We're at 51 sub-a-dubs, guys. Dude. Alright. Okay, stop. Everyone stop. Y'all are... Dude, we hit 50 sub-a-dubs. Against all odds. They have been trying to keep us down. And they never will. Dude, this is the best. This is the best community. We are the freaking best. We are so smart. We are going to figure this whole thing out, and we are going to psychically destroy the CIA our goddamn selves. Dude, this is going to be such a good movie in the future, right? Oh man. It's going to be so good. Okay, so I just want to go over a couple of the quick things, but I'm like 15 pages through this, and dude, it is like reading the book of Aquarius. It like makes everything make sense, and reading this also helps you understand what you need to be doing when you're doing your tape and stuff. So it says, I began the narrative by briefly profiling the fundamental biomedical factors affecting such related techniques as hypnosis, biofeedback, and transcendental meditation. So the gateway process is kind of a mix of those 3 things, and essentially it's using sound as a cheat code almost to skip like it. They basically say that people who have been training in transcendental meditation for 15 years, they can get themselves to what they call focus 10 or 12 or whatever, which is like when you're going on your astral journey, you know, when you're sitting there, you're laying down and you're like vibing, listening to your tones. They said that it basically gives you the power. Let's go 100%. Subtrain Hyperoo. Dude, thank you. Thanks, Sunny220. Love ya. Level 1 complete. Guys, we're going to the frickin' moon. There is no way around it, okay? No one can stop us. Not the FBI, not the CIA. No one. Dude, I'm manifesting us getting to 1 million subs, okay? We're gonna get 1 billion subs. It doesn't matter. It's not about the numbers. It's just about beating Paul. But so, yeah, it's like the gateway process using the headphones and the sound is like a cheat code that automatically like syncs everything up the way that it needs to. Because you're trying to get your heart and your breath and all of that to be in tune and get your body buzzing so that you are basically in the same frequency as the gosh dang Earth, which, boys, is like the same principle that Tesla uses for his, free energy, or like the gravitational waves or whatever that are flying through Earth. Like, the Earth is at like between 6 and 7 hertz frequency wave. So that means that like the wave's really long. If you have a fast frequency, it's like this. That's like violently shaking. But the way the Earth is, it's like a slow-mo, like. So you're trying to freaking get your body into that mode. You're trying to line yourself up with them, okay? And then, dude, this is the best part, because the way the Tesla howitzer works is literally that they're shooting a slow wave and a fast wave, right? And where it hits is bad stuff happens. But the way that it travels to the point that they're going to is basically that they get it in line with the Earth, and then but basically you're like, like getting it up to 50 miles an hour, like you're going from stopping, and there's a car that's going 50 miles an hour. You got to catch up to it and meet its speed, right? And then once you do, you can hitch a ride with it, essentially, I think is how it works. And yeah, dudes, it's just like getting your body into that. And then when your body is matching the fucking frequency of the Earth, you can use the Earth, like just like grabbing onto a car, or just like how the Tesla howitzer works. You're going to be sending brain waves and use your brain antenna and use the Earth as a fucking rocket ship that like slingshots your thoughts to the source, or wherever, the universal one. Like, that is fucking cool, dude. And this is like a military dork, military brat guy who's like, well, I don't know why you tasked me to provide an assessment with the Gateway experience in terms of its mechanics and ultimate practicality. As I set out to fulfill this task, it soon became clear that in order to assess validity and practicality of the you know what I mean? Like, he's like a no-nonsense military guy. And he's like, oh yeah, this is 1,000,000% real. And then breaks it down exactly how he knows. And dude, it's just like the JFK assassination. The totality of the evidence is nutty. It feels so real. Like, okay, so anyway, then I found it necessary to delve into various sources for information concerning quantum mechanics in order to be able to describe the nature and functioning of human conscious. He talks about how he basically was like, I needed to get away from the occult stuff that these people were doing so that I could have real theoretical, like, scientific evidence. And he goes, I did, and then I found it, but then I had to basically go back to the occult stuff. Like, I don't think that all the occult and the spiritual and the physical and the material, it's all the same thing, dude, I think. It's all equally valid. So, Niels Bohr, the renowned physicist, once responded to his son's complaints about the obtuse nature of certain concepts in physics by saying, you are not thinking, you are merely being logical. The physics of altered human consciousness deals with the conceptualizations that are not easily grasped or visualized exclusively. So to borrow Mr. Bohr's mode of expression, parts of the paper will require not only logic, but a touch of right brain, intuitive insight to achieve a complete, comfortable grasp of the concepts involved. Nevertheless, once that is done, I am confident that their construction and application will stand up to the test of rational critique. Dude. Yeah, see, I've gone through great lengths to try and avoid rendering judgments based on an occult or dogmatic frame of reference. In the end, I found it necessary to return, at least briefly, to the question of the impact of the Gateway experience on common belief systems. This is great. I did so because it was essential to avoid attempting to render an assessment in the context of such systems. I felt that it was necessary, after having completed the analysis, to point out that the resulting conclusions do not do any violence to the fundamental mainstream of either Eastern or Western belief systems. Unless that point is clearly established, the danger exists that some people will reject the whole concept of the Gateway experience in the mistaken belief that it contradicts and is therefore alien to all that hold to be right and true. It's saying this, and dude, I feel like this, all the stuff, Thoth, the Emerald Tablets, all of this stuff does not negate any of the past stuff, right? It makes it make more sense. Like, he's saying that this does not, the ability for us to beam our consciousness off of Earth and imagine flying through space and it being real, he's saying that this does not break down everyone's Christianity, Islam. Those things still hold true if you want them to. Right? It's like we're getting an origin story of the origin story and finally not getting lied to, right? This is so freaking cool. Dude, Blair, Blair's subbing. Everybody be subbing, guys. Y'all are the best. Here's a short explanation to better explain it to those unfamiliar with some evidence-based info using science and sources to support the claim. The gateway tapes and Hemi-Sync are like magical music for your brain. Imagine you have special headphones that play sounds to help your mind react and explore amazing places inside your head. These sounds help your brain work better. Yeah, dude. And I'm telling you, I'm feeling, I haven't spoken to Thoth yet. I will let you know the second that I do, but it does have a positive effect. I don't even care if it's placebo. Listen to these tapes and better your life right now, okay? Yeah, the gateway tapes are, this is just what you posted, right? They're like magical music for your brain. These sounds help your brain work better by making both sides of your brain talk to each other. It's like a fun adventure where you can feel super calm, have cool dreams, and even learn new things about yourself. Just put on the headphones, close your eyes, and let the sounds take you away. Exactly, dude. Okay, here's it explained. Hemi-Sync technology. Hemi-Sync, short for hemispheric synchronization, is an audio technology developed by Robert Monroe. It uses specific sound frequencies to synchronize the left and right hemispheres of the brain. The synchronization is achieved through a process called binaural beats, where two slightly different frequencies are played in each ear, and the brain perceives a third frequency, which is the difference between the two. So, dudes, if you guys are musical, right? And anyone can do this too, but if you have, like, when you're tuning a guitar, right, you are listening to we call them beats or beads is what I heard when I was younger. But here, let me just, hold on. Okay. So when you're tuning a guitar, you're trying to play you're playing the same note on two different strings. And the way that you hear if it's in tune or not is these beats, these beads. Hear that wow, 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 wow. So if I make it worse, right? Here, it's like wow, 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 wow. And then if I put it closer, the beats are slower. And then when it's in tune, there should be none, right? So basically what they're saying is that in order to you got to get they want the frequency of the note to be 7 hertz, which that is like 400 and something. So 7 is very, very low. So you can't actually hear 7 hertz because it's too low. But what they're doing is they're playing a note and then another note that's 7 hertz lower, and the sound that the discrepancy between that is where you hear the wow, 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 the beats and stuff. So basically it's saying like it's almost like it's putting your brain, one of the hemispheres in your brain, a quarter turn of the guitar knob out of tune almost, in order to get your brain, I think, to talk to itself, and like in order to disrupt the like structure or format or, you know, the frequency that you're currently in, you know. It's trying to disrupt it so that it can get it. It's like doing like a restart on your heart almost. It's not stopping it though. It's just like it's like just getting you in sync almost. So anyway, but yeah, if you know about like tuning stuff, like that's the sound that you're hearing, and that's what you're hearing in your ears is like a guitar string that's slightly off. And then you're hearing the difference there. And the brain perceives a third frequency, which is the difference between the two. This third frequency helps to induce specific brainwave states, such as relaxation, focus, or even altered states of consciousness. So brainwave states, the brain operates in different states, each characterized by specific brainwave frequencies. Beta is 14 to 38 hertz. Normal waking consciousness, active thinking. Alpha is 9 to 14 hertz, relaxed meditative state, often associated with creativity. Theta is 4 to 8 hertz, deep meditation, light sleep, and the subconscious mind. And delta, deep sleep and unconscious mind. Dude, this is so, yeah, it's literally like getting your brain. Because, you know, when you go into REM sleep, right, you've heard that, where your brain is literally sending different signals, like slower, than normal, right? Like the way you get into it is your brain getting into the slower waves. So if you if you sat on a speaker that did between 4 and 8 hertz, I think eventually your body will just until you're like shake your freaking brain, your spinal fluid and stuff until you're in this theta thing. So it's like, yeah, it's like a cheat code almost. You don't have to get yourself in that frequency. You're using audio to put yourself in it. It's really cool, right? And it makes sense once you like actually start looking into it. Like, yeah, dude, we're just music. We're all just little vibrating pieces of sand on like a, one of those vibration plates that makes the designs. And Hemi-Sync recordings are designed to help users achieve and maintain these states of guiding the brain. Uh-oh, I got the hiccups. Okay, I think I got them. Hemi-Sync has been used in various fields, including personal growth, enhancing meditation, relaxation or self-awareness, medical and therapeutic, education, esoteric and occult aspects, energy conversion box, visualizing a box to isolate and set aside distracting thoughts. Oh, and guys, I want you also to have this and remember this, because I don't like the way that the Monroe and like CIA Institute, when they do their affirmations, it's very not like chill. It feels like very control-y and shit. So I had Synthara write up alternative versions that I just shared with you guys, but I like these a lot better. And I think this is the key to why we're going to win, is because we think like this, right? Like, so here's the original. I am more than my physical body because I am more than the physical matter. I can perceive that which is greater than the physical world. Therefore, in these exercises, I deeply desire to expand, to experience, to know, to understand, to control, to use such greater energies and energy systems as may be beneficial and constructive to me and to those who follow me. Also, during these exercises, I deeply desire to help and cooperation, the assistance, the understanding of those individuals whose wisdom, development, experience is equal or greater than my own. That's like capitalist brain, like dumb CEO speak right there. Like, dude, no, I want to talk to the dumbest creature in the universe. What are you talking about, idiot? I do. I'll learn way more from the dumbest thing than Paul will learn from the smartest thing, that's for sure. I ask their guidance and protection from any influence or any source that might provide me with less than my stated desires. I now protect myself as may be needed from such influence and reject any source that may restrain me from my stated desires. To this, I am more than just my physical body. I am a vibrant and boundless being, connected to the infinite possibilities of the universe. With an open heart and a curious mind, I embrace the journey beyond the scene. I trust in my innate wisdom and the boundless energy that surrounds and flows through me. Together we explore, discover, and grow. And this, boys, I'm telling you, is why we will win. This is how we think. They think weird, okay? They think bad. I am more than the boundaries of space and time. I open this channel of communication only to those whose knowledge, wisdom, development, and experience is equal or greater than mine. I restrict such contact and communication to constructive purposes and reject all others. I open such channel only when I am consciously only when I so consciously desire. At all other times, it will remain closed. I am more than the boundaries of time and space. My essence is limitless, reaching far beyond the physical world with an open heart and a curious mind. I invite the mysteries of the universe to unfold. I trust in my inner guidance and the cosmic energy that connects all things. Together, we explore, understand, and expand. Like, dude, we could rewrite the whole Monroe book, and we could get the entire KnitWitch army, bro. We could build the KnitWitch psychic army. Ooh, I gotta write that on the merch ideas. KnitWitch psychic army. resonant tuning, humming a single tone to achieve a state of resonance through the body. And guys, don't be shy with this. I know it's going to feel weird. You're going to feel weird. Just go to your significant other or your mom or your dad or whatever and just be like, guys, I'm just trying to do this fun thing. It's like a meditation. If you hear me humming, I'm not being weird, guys. I'm just trying to frickin' manifest our destiny, the KnitWitches' destiny, okay? And mom and dad, if you want to join, actually, you should try it. It might make you feel a little bit better. And then, dude, give it your all. Don't half-ass it. I think that the humming is a main part of it, okay? You need to get your body buzzing. You know, you can do it quiet if you want. Like, you don't even have to make a sound. You can go, You can do like that, or or you can go, you know, just make sounds. Do whatever feels right. Listen to the audio thing and try and go along with it. Don't just be brave. You're a brave, freaking limitless, boundless being of energy, okay? You can hum alone and not feel weird. I promise. Everyone hums alone. You'll be fine. But you know what I mean? Like, don't feel awkward. This is cool. We're trying to do something that might be really cool. So if everyone wants to make fun of us for a minute, that's fine. But hey, we might be flying through space, so the humming is a big part. That's the reason the Buddhists go, Om. Yeah, the vibration is a visual stimulus of how the brain should depict your consciousness as you are trying to ascend. Yes, dude. And literally you'll feel the vibrations in your body. And that is part of what is, like, that's part of how you're knowing that you're doing it right, I guess. And also, it gets you a little fucking buzz, man. It gives you a little buzz. Have you ever done one of those breathing exercises where you take, like, 2 minutes of deep breaths and stuff? It's kind of like that, except you're buzzing. You're vibrating. So, I don't know, dude. There is something in this. It's so, like, primal and, like, ancient it feels, but there is something in this. It's so weird. Maybe it's just placebo. Maybe it's just like, you know, when you rub the chicken or like a chicken's between the chicken's eyes and then it falls asleep. Like, maybe it's just some like weird primitive thing that is stuck inside of us, but there is something to it. It's going to make you feel a little fun. It's going to make you have fun, dude. You're going to love it, okay? But yeah, play with different frequencies. It will resonate with your body. Yeah, and that's the other thing is play. I think that the way we're going to win is that we are playful people. We are curious people. We are intuitive people, right? So just do what feels right. And I'm telling you, once you start doing it, you'll be like, oh, okay, I get this. I like laying on the floor, honestly. I feel like that kind of helps me, and it helps with the resonant tuning, I think. It gives you a nice, like, it's like you're using the floor as like the body of a guitar or something. But it doesn't matter if you're up on the second floor, right? That doesn't matter, right? What if I'm not getting any of the benefits because I'm not actually grounded? And dude, yes, the cats. I'm telling you right now, bro, I feel like cats purr because of Thoth. And it was like a reminder for us. I think so, bro. I've told you guys the story about my arm healing like crazy fast, right? When I broke it, I fell off one of those Revel mopeds. I broke my fucking arm in 3 places. And I should find the picture. But it was brutal, dude. I broke it up here, like really high, right? And I went to the freaking hospital. I was like, okay, they'll cast it and it'll be fine. You know, they don't put a cast on shit like that, right? You just go home in a fucking sling. And somehow you're still paying like $4,000. I think I got 2 Vicodin and a sling, and it cost like $3,000. Oh man. Okay, so yeah, anyway, the reason that I joked about it when he was like, oh, your arm healed like crazy fast. Like, it was like 3 weeks of really, like, it was 2 full weeks of every time I move, I could feel the bone shifting. because it wasn't secured, you know? It's like if I got up wrong or whatever, it was like rebroken essentially. It felt like. And then, yeah, dude, he was like, it was like after the second week, it finally stopped moving around and shit. And my big son was always laying on my chest, just purring. He was just like the whole time, dude, he was obsessed with me. I think because I was also like, you know, I broken bone. I think your body temperature goes up a little bit from shit like that, from like white blood cells or something. But he like wouldn't leave me alone. And I joked then, I was like, oh, it's because my cat was purring on me the whole time. I legit think that is why now. Truly. Isn't that crazy? Like no, it's not crazy though, because if we're all just vibrations and frequencies, bro, and good energy, like that's all that is. That's all the cat purrs are. But I feel like the cat purr, and think about the relationship between the Egyptians and cats. They loved them, right? I feel like that would be like that feels like it could be a little like, you know, nudge to be like, oh, just so they never forget, you know, a bunch of a-holes are going to try and take away their riz and take away their frickin', you know, their superpowers, their Super Saiyan powers. But I will always have this reminder here for them. Kitties. I like that. I just made that up, but I feel like I like that. And I feel like that feels right, kind of. But yeah, so the report suggests the gateway process could enable remote viewing and other extraordinary abilities although practical applications were limited by the variability of results. By using sound frequencies to synchronize brainwaves, these tools can help you achieve states of deep relaxation, enhanced focus, and even altered states of awareness. Whether you're interested in personal growth, therapeutic applications, or exploring the mysteries of the mind, the gateway tapes and Hemi-Sync provide a fascinating journey into the potential of human consciousness. Fuck yeah, dude. It's so cool.
All right,
it's all just vibrations, but I think it's like, I know that music is real. I know that for sure. I feel like I've been joking about us being music for longer than we've been talking about the gateway tapes and stuff. I feel like I've been saying that for a long time as like a poetic, you know, like I guess like a poetic way of talking about people or whatever. But it's like real as fuck, dude. We literally are music. We're just little vibrating things.
Basically the finished document. And
what up, sticker patch?
As it stands, I think let me just check.